Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannell.
This Courier Times Update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health, expect more. Good afternoon, I'm Kimberly Flanders, substituting for Rachel Cannelli, and this is your Courier Times Update for Tuesday, April 9th. We're following a breaking news story about 3 alleged members of the Black Flag family who were arraigned this morning in connection with a February arson fire that heavily damaged a 237-year-old historic mansion in Bensalem. One suspect, Nicholas Riccardi, is a volunteer firefighter in Bristol Township. Also charged are Dennis Rose III and Michael Kerfis, both of Bristol Township. The men were arraigned and remain incarcerated at Bucks County Prison. Stay tuned for more details and video on that arrest. This morning, Congressman Michael Fitzpatrick announced that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has granted Bristol Borough $1.5 million for a new wharf and floating docks. The project has a total price tag of $2.5 million, and county officials are saying the remaining monies will come from local borough expenditures. The wildlife funding represents one of the largest grants it has awarded in several years. Our reporter Alex Finney has more online at buckscountycouriertimes.com.
Bristol is the oldest town in Bucks County. It's, I think, the 3rd oldest in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, which makes it just about one of the oldest towns in our country. And they say that the story of America really is the story of Bristol. Bristol Borough has the largest grant in the country this year. And that is a credit to thinking big. It's a credit to your planning. It's a credit to the vision and determination of the council and the leadership here in Bristol.
Police have now confirmed that an inmate from Bucks County was found dead in his cell at Graterford Prison. Kurt Yeager was serving a 2-year burglary sentence at the time of his death. State police are conducting an investigation into his death. Stay tuned for more details. A Bensalem man is facing new charges after allegedly beating his girlfriend Saturday. Bristol Township Police responded to a domestic incident in progress at an apartment complex on the 3000 block of Ford Road. The woman there told police that her boyfriend, Joseph Bainan III, had punched her in the face and the kidney area of her back, grabbed her by the throat and began to strangle her. Bainan, who was out on bail for allegedly assaulting a woman last year, has been arraigned and sent to Bucks County Prison. In other news, a local engineering club's drone program is taking off. Students in the workshop at Bucks County Community College in Newtown Township have been designing and building drones that are capable of flying on their own and sending images back to a remote computer. A person using special computer software can give the drone mid-flight commands, telling it where to go, what to do when it gets there, and when to come back. With the former Willow Grove Air Base in Horsham quickly becoming the ground control station for a drone mission, getting students involved and interested seems like a mission Bucks County is taking seriously. For our local weather today, the best word that comes to mind is splendid. We'll have a high of 81 degrees today with partly cloudy skies, and tomorrow looks even better with a high of 84. Hopefully this weather sticks around for good and we can finally pack away those winter jackets. When we return, we're going to be with Marian Callahan to talk about her new show, Saving Bucks.
Emergencies can be frightening, but now there's a whole new way to treat them. Fast. St. Mary's Emergency Department is designed to treat in minutes, not hours. Immediate assessment, smarter, faster flow, care that comes to you. Experts in heart, stroke, trauma, orthopedics, and pediatrics. The speed emergencies need. St. Mary Medical Center. It's your health. Expect more. Visit stmaryhealthcare.org.
Last week you met Marian Callahan, who is the host of her new show, Saving Bucks, which explores great and inventive ways for all of us to save a buck or two. Marian is back today to talk about her latest story, the Impact Thrift Store. We're back with Marian Callahan to talk about her latest Saving Bucks show about Impact Thrift Store. Marian, thank you for being here today. How did you first get an interest in Impact Thrift?
Well, Impact Thrift Store has a special place in my heart. About 6 years ago, I wrote a column about a young woman who was steadfast in finding a homeless man a place to live. Following that article, we had hundreds of people in the community call wanting to help. The first, however, came from Impact Thrift Store in Hatboro. They essentially opened their doors to this man, inviting him to come in and take anything he needed. So I knew that Impact Thrift Store impacted people in the community in need. And this week, I wanted to find out just how much Impact Thrift Store affected your wallet.
All of these hardbacks are $1.25. $1.25. You can't really beat that. Paperback books are 50 cents. Isn't this adorable? A perfect Easter dress, $8.99. Some ice skates, which I know cost a pretty penny when you purchase them at the store. These look hardly used and they're about $5. So that seems like a good find.
Okay, Marion, that looked great. I cannot wait to check out that full video report online. Are there any other examples of how Impact Thrift has affected the community?
Yes. There was one woman who we met there who's from Africa, and she was able to afford to purchase 50-cent plates, $5 pictures and clothing for her children, and send them to Africa. And then we tagged along with this woman where she went to the wedding aisle and was able to find a dress for $250. Now it retailed for $1,000, so you can imagine how she felt. She felt proud and she felt beautiful, and it was wonderful to be a part of that experience. And that's what we're trying to capture in Saving Bucks. We're coming together in this tough economy to share ideas and to save money together.
Definitely, and if you want to contact Marion for Saving Bucks, email her at mcallahan@phillyburbs.com. Impact Thrift, impacting the wallet in your world.
Absolutely.
In a high school girls lacrosse matchup between Gwynedd Mercy Academy and Archbishop Wood on Monday, GMA edged out the opposition in an 11-7 non-league win. Now here's what we're working on in the newsroom. Danny Adler is bringing you a story about the multi-million-dollar gym at Bensalem High School. It's still not open to the public, even though it's supposed to be. Anthony DiMattia will be at the Neshaminy School Board meeting. Parents are upset at the date of graduation that was pushed back by Hurricane Sandy. Check back to see what they had to say about the new date that interferes with planned senior week vacations. And sports reporter Jen Wielgus will have a video report on the Bensalem Tennant girls softball game. You can find all of these stories and more on our website. I'm Kimberly Flanders. Thanks for watching and have a great day.